I'm going to tell you how I threw away half to $750,000. Here I am in the studio. There's probably a bit of an echo. I'm still under construction on this thing. However, I did get a table, smoking deal, 20 bucks. If you were watching the construction episode, we got the plant. If you've got a good name for the plant, put it down in the comments. I didn't do any filming all week because of the cold. Kind of stayed inside, did a little bit of editing work and cleaning on the desktop. I wanted to tell you a little story about myself that I recently encountered, more or less had remembered, sadly. Due to the recent price with Dogecoin and Bitcoin, it came to my attention that a long time ago, I bought Bitcoin. I've never paid too much attention to the stock market. However, cryptocurrency was an interest of mine when it first started. Back in 2010, Bitcoin took a bit of a jump from a fraction of a penny up to 8 cents. At that point, I thought it was kind of a cool thing, so I figured why not buy some? It was a big joke. I decided to spend not a whole lot of money on it. I used a prepaid credit card to buy, if I remember right, $1 worth of Bitcoin when it was 8 cents. Remember, this is 2010 and I had no idea what Bitcoin could be or what it was planning to be. I purely bought it for the fact of saying that I owned something that didn't exist. I spent money on nothing. Fast forward to today, the very popular meme Dogecoin is going through the roof. Elon Musk seems to be setting it up for some kind of a large jump. I don't know. It's hard to speculate. I'm not a cryptocurrency expert. Do not take advice from me. What I can tell you is that Bitcoin has increased from the original 8 cents that I purchased it for to $60,000 approximately. Unfortunately, I don't own my Bitcoin anymore because I don't know where it is. I think I threw it out. So spending $1 on 8 cents of Bitcoin wasn't a lot to risk. I figured why not? Who cares? And now, here we are, 2021, Bitcoin has surged to a price around $60,000 each. This is where it gets funny. With the recent surge of Bitcoin and all of the news, I actually remembered that I owned this Bitcoin. I had completely forgotten about it. The day that I bought the Bitcoin, I can vaguely remember that I was given that wallet, the software wallet, all the weird security. So it gave me the 12 words in a sequence called the seed phrase or your seed password or whatever seed it wants to be. It's 12 words that I wrote down on paper and tucked away at the top of my desk. That stayed there for I don't know how long. I'm sure it got packed up somewhere. At that point, I had moved that room, I had renovated, I had purchased the house I was living in, so that desk and that computer got moved several times. Unfortunately, I'm certain that I threw that piece of paper out. What could be very well worth upwards of $750,000 today, I threw right in the garbage. And all you can do is laugh about it now because it's gone. If you don't have that password, you don't have your Bitcoin. I don't remember a single word from that password. I might remember the word forest. That might be one of them, but there's 11 others and they got to go in order. So that's it. I threw out somewhere between $500,000 and $750,000. If I do the calculation right now, and I'm not a math expert, my high school speaks for that. So $1 worth of Bitcoin at 8 cents is 12.5 Bitcoin. With today's current prices, at this very moment that I'm filming this, Bitcoin is at $60,535 Canadian. So if we take $60,535 and times that by the 12.5 Bitcoin I don't have anymore, floating around in the ether out there. It's in digital space. I don't know where the Bitcoin is, but there's 12.5 of them that nobody can touch now. That's my Bitcoin total in the landfill. Fun stuff, eh? Somewhere in the landfill is a piece of paper with 12 words on it with access to my old Bitcoin. I've learned a lot over the years that, collections, whether it's hockey cards, Hot Wheels, I'm sure anyone from my generation remembers Pog. I don't know if they're worth anything now, but as a collector, they might have some value. So I just wanted to make a video for you guys this week so that I could share a little bit about myself. I think it's a neat story. I've learned a lot from it and it's kind of cool. It's something to go back and laugh on and say, hey, I had that money. It's not the millions, but it's definitely something that would have been substantial at this point in life. Might have helped to not have to build a studio on a budget. This plant, maybe this is going to be a collector's edition plant one day and I bought it for a cheap price at Value Village. So thank you very much for checking out this video and listening to my story. If you want to join me on the next adventure or hear the next wacky story, hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell so that you don't miss it. We'll see you on the next one.